Hello and welcome to the presentation of the Volkswagen Group, a journey of resilience and success. So, first we have to look at the overview of the company, an introduction to the Volkswagen Group. So, the founding and the global presence. Originally, the company was founded in 1938 by Ferdinand Rauch, and it has managed to, over time, to establish a global presence with over 119 manufacturing facilities in over 29 different countries, in continents spread over Europe, United America, South America, and Asia, and Africa as well. And with this, they have managed to reach a customer base in countries in over 150 countries. Now, they do have diverse business segments, including commercial car sectors, regular transportation, but also financial services that include insurance, leasing, and fleet management, specifically focused, obviously, on their cars. They do have quite an extensive car brand portfolio separated into two classes, the middle and high class. High class brands include Audi, Bentley Motors, the iconic sports brand car Porsche, and also Bugatti, which was recently added to the portfolio. And car brands included for the middle class are, for example, Seat, Skoda, or Cupra. And now we can see with recent economic trends that the whole industry is shifting towards sustainable mobility, which requires the Volkswagen Group to undertake some major changes. Now, when considering the heritage of the business, as mentioned, it was founded in 1938 by Ferdinand Rauch. It has a considerable history. It was firstly being disrupted by World War II. It was institutionalized and taken over by the German Nazi government and was forced to produce military vehicles. However, despite all odds, the post-war economic recovery was absolutely brilliant. Under the guidance of the British, Volkswagen managed to recover and basically become an icon for the economic resilience of Germany. And with this, the legacy of Ferdinand Porsche was created, who unfortunately died shortly after in the year 1951 after releasing the iconic Beetle car, which basically conquered the world in the Blitz. Um, After the time, the Porsche family, even though the company was still for a long time owned by the state, had a significant influence and eventually led up to its takeover, which we're going to discuss in the next slide. So, when considering the ownership structure, as mentioned, it was firstly state-owned. So, in 1945, after the Second World War ended, Volkswagen was allowed to operate under the supervision of the British. And in 1960, a 20% stake was given to Lower Saxony, splitting up the first percentages. However, the Porsche family, basically building on the side, the Porsche brand managed to secure enough capital and financing to eventually get a 30% stake of the Volkswagen Group by 2007. In addition, with the majority of the voting rights of over 50%, and therefore basically were able to retake what was originally or arguably theirs, as their grandfather had founded the company. However, Porsche family tried to acquire more stakes, tried to acquire a majority stake over 50%, but this was compromised by several lawsuits and put aside. Later, a 10.5% stake was also sold to Qatari investors for 5 billion, valuing the whole company group at that time at approximately 50 billion US dollars. Several other parts of the company are also owned by German institutional investors. Now, when thinking about direct competitors and the performance of Volkswagen compared to direct competitors, the first thing comes to mind is Mercedes, or also known the Daimler AG. Now, the Mercedes Gruppe has been a direct competitor for Volkswagen ever since the Daimler AG has been founded. And other competitors, not so direct, but still significant, include, for example, Toyota from Asia or Ford and General Motors from the US. Now, when comparing the revenue to its direct competitor, the Daimler AG or Mercedes-Benz, the Volkswagen Group outpaces the Daimler AG with over 280 billion US dollars in revenue, and the Daimler AG in 190 billion US dollars in revenue. In terms of growth, the Volkswagen Group also outpaces it by with a 10% annual growth from the year before. However, the Volkswagen Group are facing some threats, specifically in Asia, China, as their sales dropped 14.5%. Now, this can be due to regulations in China and lockdowns and the shutdowns, but also the intention of Chinese market to get more domestic and create their own vehicle product, electric vehicles specifically. Therefore, they face an imminent threat. And the CFO, however, has said they do take the chances of China seriously, but before entering with an aggressive strategy into the market, they want to assure they have a quality product before producing quantity. Now, when thinking about the company culture and values, it immediately points out that the company is employee-centric, offering a flat hierarchy with flexibility and dynamic communications. They also have a feedback loop where employees give monthly feedbacks on their management, which gets evaluated to ensure improvement on all bases. Now, the HR section has started an initiative in 2020 called Together 2025 Plus, which aims to put the Volkswagen Group under the top 20 of the top employers in the whole world. Now, this is all part of a bigger picture. They want to acquire the best talent as the whole industry is going through a very big transition from internal combustion engines to electric vehicles, which requires a lot of innovative thinking and free minds to work around. So it is clear that the commitment to sustainability is a core value of the Volkswagen Group. Now, challenges considering governance, ownership, and management. Of course, the first challenge was the historical challenges considering the World War II when the German government took over and then the big recession happened. Now, another big challenge, of course, which the company is in right now, is the industry shift towards sustainable energy and sustainable mobility, also autonomous driving. It's very, very considerable research and development investment. Also, the fight for ownership has been a significant challenge. Basically, throughout the whole 20th century, the Porsche family basically tried to secure enough capital to eventually rebuy what is theirs and succeeded, thankfully. The last challenge I identified was that the managing their global presence of Volkswagen Group with over 600,000 global employees. A flat hierarchy with flexibility and communication can be rather difficult to manage. Therefore, a complex and sophisticated system is required to ensure daily operations run smoothly. Now, taking all that into considerations, the lessons to learn from that is the importance of innovation in economic uncertainty, as it is right now. The car industry is going through a significant change. Therefore, significant investments have to be made into research and acquiring talent to stay up to date and enter a new market and gain new market prominence. Also, a modernizing management approach is quite considerable. Many companies, especially family businesses, have been around for many years and do have conservative approaches to the management style, which can hold them back, as fostering employee engagement is a new essence to get higher productivity and performance. Therefore, we need to embrace change. Thank you very much.